Most people think they are lazy. They blame themselves for procrastinating. They feel guilty for not waking up early. They feel weak for not going to the gym. They hate themselves for scrolling through their phone instead of doing the work. But what if the problem is not that you are lazy? What if your brain is simply doing what it was designed to do? Your brain was not built for modern goals. It was not built for 5-year plans, fitness routines, business ideas, study schedules, or personal development. Your brain was built to keep you alive. For most of human history, survival depended on saving energy. If something required too much effort, the brain treated it as a cost. If something gave quick comfort, the brain treated it as useful. So when you decide to go to the gym, your brain sees effort. When you decide to study, your brain sees energy loss. When you decide to write, build, train, or focus, your brain asks one question: is this necessary right now? And if the answer is not urgent, your brain looks for an easier option. That is why your phone feels so attractive. That is why the couch feels so powerful. That is why social media wins so often. It gives your brain a quick reward with almost no effort. This does not mean you are broken. It means your brain is efficient. But here's the problem. The modern world rewards the opposite of what your brain naturally prefers. Success requires patience. Growth requires consistency. Health requires effort. Learning requires focus. Change requires discomfort. So inside you, there is a conflict. One part of you wants to improve. Another part of you wants comfort. One part of you wants the future. Another part of you wants relief right now. And when people do not understand this, they make the biggest mistake. They try to force discipline with motivation. They watch a motivational video. They promise themselves tomorrow will be different. They set big goals. They feel excited for a few hours. Then the feeling disappears. And when it disappears, they blame themselves again. But real discipline does not come from forcing yourself every day. Real discipline comes from understanding your brain and designing your life around it. Do not make the right thing harder than it needs to be. If you want to read, leave the book where you can see it. If you want to stop scrolling, move the phone away. If you want to work out, prepare your clothes before you sleep. If you want to study, clear your desk before the time comes. Because your brain usually chooses what is easiest, closest, and most visible. So make the good habit easy. Make the bad habit harder. This is where change begins. Not with shame, not with self-hatred. Not with pretending you have unlimited willpower. Change begins when you stop fighting your brain and start working with it. You are not lazy. You are living with a brain that wants comfort, safety, and quick rewards. But once you understand that, you can take back control. Not by becoming perfect, but by making one better choice easier than the old one. So today, do not ask, why am I so lazy? Ask a better question. What can I change around me to make the right action easier? That one question can change everything, because discipline is not just about strength, it is about design. And when you design your environment properly, the person you want to become becomes much easier to reach. You are not lazy. Your brain is saving energy. Now teach it a better path. If this video helped you see yourself differently, subscribe to Mind by Design. Here we explore psychology, self-mastery, and the hidden patterns that shape how we live. You are not lazy. Your brain is saving energy. Now teach it a better path. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. Stay tuned for the next episode.